Okay, so go ahead. The story
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
how we.
So, I feel like I have this issue where like I'm not buying in to the whole thing. Like and but I want to buy in. Like I want to be all in, but I'm not I'm really stuck with that. Like I don't like to use the word stuck, but it's like my brain wants to be all in, but there's something there, right? And then I go off and I start finding like I'm trying to find evidence of why this isn't the right product. Like I'm like, right? I'm like, wait, you were supposed to have all of these strains of bacteria, of probiotics. Why are we just having like three? Like, right? I'm like, and then I just like I'm listening to podcasts like that. I'm just like trying to like my brain is trying to find evidence that this isn't the right that anyway. So I know that there's something there, and and then I'll start to send something to somebody and then I pull back because, or I'm starting to send a little message or an email or something and then I just delete the thing. So there's definitely something, but I feel really called to this. Like I feel like I thought Arbonne was it because I was like, oh, this is like happy, healthy, worthy. Like this is my mission in life, and I'm like, maybe that was it, but I really didn't resonate completely with the products, just because I didn't like. They're great products, but I didn't agree with the whole 30-day program, and I like a lot of the stuff like that.
Right.
But but I really do believe in this. Like my story is a gut health story, and anxiety, and a whole family of depression, and all of that. So it's just I don't know. I just am like I don't really know where to go with it. I've tried to do some journaling, and yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Okay, let's get into it. Now, I know Judy is a phenomenal coach, and you know a lot about yourself already. So, I want to just go into kind of a meditation again and see if we can touch it. Okay, sometimes I get better ideas in that. Is that
Yeah.
okay? We'll close
And
your
you
eyes.
know what's fascinating is that I have been I'm not a veteran. My husband hasn't been in the military, but my son and my son-in-law are both former Marines. But for 3 or 4 years, like my vision 4 years ago, about 3 years ago, included like health and mental health and well-being for veterans and military, right? And so I just saw that with this ball thing. I was like all of like, and my daughter works for the VA, and I'm like, the VA hospital needs to be using this. Like I saw this huge vision, and then I immediately went, but this isn't my story. Like I immediately did that, right? But anyway, I just needed to share that because it just keeps coming that like there's something that I'm supposed to do something with that. Like literally the other day I was like, okay, I'm going to make a whole lot of money. I'm going to start a nonprofit and I'm going to donate for veterans that can't afford this. Like, but yet I can't send one email.
Okay, let's stop into that. Now, I will tell you that as you were saying that, I just got some art cards, and the first one was "Let It Be Easy," and um, and I think that's important. And this piece, especially "Yes to Inspiration," was another one, and there's one more, but and that came out earlier, and it's yeah, make light of it. Okay, there's something in there about for you. So it's all about actually having the joy in there. And the one thought I had right away when you talked about people in the military, I don't care if it's not your story or not. If that's what you feel called to, then that's what you need to do. Right? I mean, I don't feel, so let's go into if you really feel called to it, but let's not limit ourselves to just the personal stories we have, because
Right.
we may actually have more important or not whatever other work to do than just our own stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
And surgeons, like heart surgeons, don't. I always say that heart surgeons never had a heart attack, hopefully. So, but they
Right.
still do surgery, right? So, you may actually have an inkling there, and you may need to, yeah. follow that. I love that actually. I do really love that, Judy. I really do. There's a heart there. There's a gut there. I feel in my gut. So you may have.
Yeah, there's something, there's definitely a, you know, it's been there for a long time.
Yeah, and this might be an opportunity to actually, oh my goodness, with PTSD, with all the gut stuff that's going on in the military, oh my goodness, all the depression, all the, oh my goodness, yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Why? Well, let's go and see what keeps you from doing that, because I think that may be part of it. So close your eyes, guys, and this may help you as well. Because part of what we're doing for Judy, you may even get some inspiration for Judy, or you just may get your own stuff as well. So do this with us, because when we get into this space together, we are very empowered. We actually help each other. So close your eyes. Let's close your eyes and let's go and see if we can get somewhere. So I immediately went to 3 doors, and you may have answered yourself, Judy, already, but so let's go into that space where we are our divine selves and we trust that higher place of it. We trust the higher intuition that we're getting and that we're able to get right now. And I want you to see 3 doors, and maybe 4 or 5 doors, but whatever it is, it's a couple of doors next to each other. And if you're doing this with us, you actually may see your own doors as well. Now I want you to kind of start opening up the door to the left and kind of open it up and see what's behind it. And see if you feel drawn to actually going in there or not. So you can open it up, you can peek in there, you can see what's there, and then you can decide what you're going to do with that door. Now, let's go immediately to the door on the right. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to open that door. Actually feels a little brighter, but we're going to open that door. We're going to actually kind of really take a peek in there because it feels a little bit stronger. It feels a little bit more what you want, what you desire. And so you even might put a foot or 2 in there. You might lean into it. And let's see what happens. In my imagination, you're drawing back, but again, you may have another inspiration, whatever it is for you. Just see what that second door means to you. What is behind there and what is there for you. Now we're going to go into this 3rd door, which is the center door. It's the central one. And it may feel a little bit hot to touch. For those of you who are doing this with us, it may feel a little bit hot. Well, if it feels hot, pick up a scarf or a glove or whatever you need to do. Let's open it up anyway. Because the hotness is not because it's wrong. The heat comes from the total excitement and the total power that's behind that door. And the minute you even start and have the guts to touch it, it feels right. But you have to touch it. And for some of you, you really have to really touch it. And for some of you, you might open it up and bam, it's there. Judy, for you, it just opens. It really, I feel like it just opens. And whatever comes to you, we'll talk about that very soon too. But it opens up and you see something there. And you feel something there. And it's powerful for you. So, Judy, what are you getting?
From this door or the whole thing?
Tell me everything. Yeah, whatever you want.
So the first door was teen girls.
Okay.
Like teen girls who are just struggling with their worthiness and the mental chatter that goes on. And that felt really actually quite powerful, that space there. And then door number 2 was women and moms, a lot of women and moms. But honestly, door number 1 feels more in alignment than door number 2.
Okay.
And then door number 3 is like, it's really interesting. It's like this garden and pond and like waterfalls, and it's just filled with like these veterans and active military people, and yet they're like happy and they're feeling joy and they're just feeling like at peace. Like there's no like anxiety or stress or anything in there.
Nice. And guys, keep on having your eyes closed. I have my eyes closed too, because there's a connection there. So and as we'll soon start having some time to write this down for yourself too. But if you have those one or two doors, and for you too, Judy, it feels like you may actually touch those girls, right? And it may be part of your mission to touch them as well. And same thing with the women. You may get some in your field as well. But the girls feel like pretty powerful. It's awesome. Now let's go to the third door, though. The feeling where you saw those veterans in those beautiful places.
Yeah.
Are you walking inside of it? Can you walk there? Is there something there? Are you walking with them?
I can. I wasn't. I was just standing there, but I
Okay,
feel like there's a path. I can walk in there.
let's walk into it. And as you're taking and as you're walking, you're grounding yourself and you're feeling energy kind of what I felt around your feet and actually really grounding your feet into the ground as you're doing that. What are some images you're getting as you're walking the path, as you're going towards in this area? Any images?
I see like families having picnics. I see it's like a lot of families. Just a lot of like military families. They're not in military clothes, but I know that that's like there's just this giant picnic. It's like a giant picnic with all these people.
Okay, awesome. Let's keep on walking and let's keep on going to a center place. Because partly what I feel like is they're doing it on their own. And
Yeah.
like you're not speaking, right? So I want you to go
Yeah, they're not like looking at me, they're not seeing me. They're just like doing their own thing. I'm just like there.
awesome, beautiful. Now let's keep on walking. We're gonna go to a center space. And they're still kind of talking and doing their own stuff. But you're starting to speak, and oh my goodness, that's your throat. Like I felt in my throat when I said that. So you're starting to speak. And at the beginning, it's just a whisper, and people are starting to look. But then that whisper is becoming stronger. And it's even stronger, and you're saying what's in your heart. You're connecting every single piece of you. Again, having that divine inspiration. Almost feels like you can. It's not worthy. It's not my place. Well, what, girl, if it is your place? Let's just start experimenting for a moment that this is your place. And that this is a specific guidance you have been given to serve and help these people. These women and men that have served their countries. And you are there to serve them and to speak to them and let them know something that they didn't know before, but it's tremendous impact for. And the funny thing is, I see a little girl coming to you, and we'll talk in a second, but I see a little girl coming to you first, and she's kind of pulling, and you're looking down at her. You may pick her up, and you may start talking about what you do know and what's important to you. And as you're doing that, there's more and more people. Maybe the dad or the mom comes, and then another dad or mom comes, and there's another person that comes, and another person, and another person, until there's more and more people. There's 20, 25, 30, 40 people. It keeps on growing, and you still talk to this girl. And then you may have another person that's coming in as well. Maybe it feels like a guy that's coming in. And you keep on talking while all more and more people come and gather around you, but you still talk to only these 2 or 3 people that are really important to you. What would you be saying to them? Can you feel that? Can you imagine anything there?
That you don't have to suffer. You don't have to struggle. There's hope. There's answers. There's a different way to be.
And what the girl says, my daddy's, he can't.
I can help him.
How?
I don't know.
Just asking again, how can you help my daddy? Just look a little closer because it's there. How can you help him? He's waking up every single night. You don't know what to do.
I can help him feel better about life. I can help him feel better about himself. I can help him find peace. I can help him find the energy to play with you, to be with you. I can offer him tools and
He's coming. He's curious and he's coming because he's seen you talking to your little girl. Now remember, there's other people gathering around too. But you still just focus on this little girl and the dad comes in. And he's been hearing and overhearing what you're saying. He said it's been so different. It's been so different and I can't stop worrying. I can't stop feeling sad, feeling depressed, going back and people I've lost. I can't stop letting it go. You say to him.
I know what that feels like, to be stuck in your head, to be stuck in your depression and anxiety, and to feel overwhelmed, and to not think that there's anyone that can help you.
What can you do? What can you do for me?
Well, it seems like there's these products that are helping me and have helped thousands of people, just like you, to not suffer anymore, to not struggle as much, to not be in so much pain, to feel better, to feel happier, to be healthier, to find joy again.
I saw him tossing it aside and I want you to pick it up, Judy, because there's symbolism there. He tosses it aside and you pick it up. It almost feels like you offered it to him in your hand. He tosses it aside and you pick it up. In the meantime, there's all kind of other people who want it. And
There's a symbol that I need to pick up?
No, the actual product.
Oh, the product.
It actually was the product. I saw you offering the product to him and he was tossing it aside. But I want you to pick it up again and say, this does work. Or anything you want to say. What would you say if you pick it up again?
You don't have anything to lose and everything to gain by trying this. I can share with you all of this, all of these people who have been helped by it.
Okay, so he's accepting it reluctantly, but in the meantime, there's all kind of other people coming around you, and almost like they're pushing around to actually find out what you have. You start explaining to them, and you don't have to physically do that right now, but you start explaining to them what this can do for them in a few minutes, if you needed to do that.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Imagine for a second, because we're almost done, but it almost feels like, imagine for a second that you've done that and you sit down and you're really tired at this point because you've been explaining and there's been all kinds of people coming to you and they've been explaining everything. And that also includes your heart, girl. That includes your coaching. That includes everything you are, because you're not only offering a product. And that, I think, it makes you feel tired because you're offering a beautiful service as well. Now, as you're sitting, though, this little girl comes and sits at your feet again. And this little girl's actually you this time, of course. And this little girl says what to you? What would this little girl say to you?
Thank you.
Yeah. Anything else?
Thank you for being here today. Thank you for sharing this with my daddy and my mommy.
I want you to see her coming up to you and giving you a hug. And it almost does feel like your own young divine self, that young girl that believes she could do anything and everything. And the words that I got beyond everything that you said, which You've got this. You've got this. Judy, do you have kids? I don't even know.
Yes.
How old are they?
31 and 34.
They're a girl?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I heard the words, you've got this, mommy. And I don't know if it's your girl or if it's you as a little girl or if it's your girl actually talking say to you saying, you've got this. I trust you, you've got this. And that's up to you to kind of feel. Just feel into it, who it is. Now feel that family around you. Feel your family around you. Nurturing, loving you. When she said you've got this, it almost felt like, yeah, I do. And the heaviness felt like it's going away and you just feel supported. And whatever you feel right now, I would love for you to expand that feeling of support around you. Feeling your kids there, feeling any kind of family and friends there, and feeling like they're backing you. Now, in reality, they may not back you, or in anybody who does it, family members don't always back us right away. But right now here, on a very divine level, on a very subconscious, unconscious level, right, wherever we are, here people are backing us because they know the mission we're doing. To feel like they're supporting you. And as your girls helping you to your feet, and this time it's your adult daughter there. And you have a son as well, right? You have an adult son too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's really like standing behind you. So actually they're supporting you, they're loving you. And they're beautiful support of what you're doing. Now, as they're supporting you, you kind of feels like you're standing up and you're starting to walk again towards that crowd of people who need more, who need to love more, who need more solutions. But this time, you're not getting tired. You're only getting better. You're only getting stronger. You're only getting beautifully stronger, girl, because these people need you, but you have got it. That divine power and energy and inspiration is simply yours, and that does not end. So feel like that's really empowering for you. Okay. Is there anything at this point, because we're going to soon finish, because I feel like it's getting to a point where it needs to be finished, but is there anything you are questioning or wondering about that we need some answers for as you are stepping into? It almost feels like a more supportive you, a more supported you. Is there any questions you have that we can answer here?
No, I don't think so. I do feel more empowered and supported for sure.
Okay, we'll take a deep breath, guys. And kind of spend like a couple of seconds here. Just take a deep breath. Grounding yourself. Judy, this was beautiful. Anybody has anything else for Judy that you want to say right now before we close?
Thank you, Judy, for sharing this with us. Basically.
Beautiful. Thank you, Lexi. Anybody else as my dog walks in?
Judy, I'm gonna have a really hard time talking right now because I'm in a really thick space. But I could really relate to the same feelings that you're having with this looking for the reasons and looking for, and for me, I know that it originally had to do with, I started out on this journey with a purpose, and I was very clear about my purpose, and my coaching it's very personal to me. And although Amari is right in alignment with it because it has to do with my digestive issues and gut problems and my trauma history, I was very hesitant to bring that in because I didn't want that to, if I was wrong or if the product wasn't quite right, I didn't want that to affect my purpose and my, what's the word? credibility. Especially this being an MLM, a lot of people have like a different, I had to overcome that and overcome my own beliefs and my own, what I was caught up with that. And it is definitely a process. And I don't want to take a whole lot of time right now, but I can definitely, if you want, if you feel like it'd be helpful, talk about that some more or like another time.
Yeah, let's do that, Amanda.
Sure.
But I also just, like, just before this call, I was washing dishes and I had this like, because we go to great lengths to hide from our patterns. And like, I am very good at it. And sometimes it takes me a long time, like you saying, it's there, but I don't quite get it. And I was like, oh, I get part of this issue for me is I had to be just stuck on survival mode to make it. And when I went to massage school and when I went to nursing school, I didn't really, all I wanted to do was make money and support my child. And they would always have these like intense like sessions with all the students and they'd go around and be like, why are you here? Why are you being a nurse? And I always would have to fake something and kind of come up with an excuse or a reason of like, I'm here to make money so I can support my child. Like it wasn't good enough, you know? They wanted this big, like, ever since I was a child, I always saw myself as being a nurse and I want to care for people. And I didn't have that passion. So I think I really was feeling the same way. Even though I am passionate about this, I was in that same pattern of like, is this real? Am I?
So Amanda, you know what I would love to do? What I would love to do is actually talk about it next time for you as well, because I love what you're saying. And yeah, is that okay? Can we do that?
Yeah, I like it to just like, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that, though. Thank you. That's I think the point for me that I'm getting there is allowing myself to really feel passionate about this.
Yeah.
About any of it. Right?
Yeah.
Bring it up. I love it. And thank you, Amanda, for sharing that, and Lexi for coming into it. It's beautiful. I want to form a circle around you right now, Judy, just for you. It's us, and it's everybody that you want to let into your circle right now. Because the one thought I had is we're getting all around you, and you are actually at the head of that circle. You are a leader, and you can speak towards that, whatever you need to speak. I just want to bring it one time together for you to kind of close it out for you, because we're not quite there. As you have felt all these people support you, there's one more thing, trust. So I want you to go inside your heart, inside your brain, and I would like you, I'm meeting you guys for just a second before we talk. I would love for you to, sorry, because we're just not there, right? Go into your heart for a second, and in your brain, connect everything together, and connect with the divine again, connect with the inspiration again, and ask yourself here, what else do you need to be able to do what you need to do in your life to fulfill your mission and your purpose? Because after you've done all of this, and after you've done this beautiful feeling supported by your family and doing everything you need to do, there are other people's coming to you as well. And I would almost like to ask you, what are the other people that are coming to you? Because there's other people and veterans that I see. Do you have any, is it just me, or is it just something you feel as well? Are there other people there?
Are there other people? What?
It feels like when you're done with
Yeah.
all the people that you've served, all these veterans that you serve,
Uh-huh.
there is another place. There's another person that you want to serve. There's another place. There's another person you want to help. Who is she? Who do you want to help?
Me?
And tell me about that. What does that look like? How? What do you need help with?
I need help with. I need to know that it's okay to, that it's safe to share, that I can help these people, that I can help anybody that wants to be helped.
Stick with what's safe to share. What is safe to share? You? What is safe to share?
I don't know.
You're going to help thousands of people, Judy. I have no doubt you're going to help thousands of people. Thousands upon thousands of people, you know. I have no doubt about that. But inside of it, there's a line that I see, like a straight line. And that's about sharing you and sharing you and your struggle and you as your person and your personality and who you are and everything about you. And what is safe? What is safe to, or maybe what is, when you go into that tunnel, just go with me for just a moment still. What do you really want to share that you've never shared? It is so you. Can you catch that?
Yep. I think that it's like, it just doesn't feel right to make money off of somebody suffering.
So, are you suffering?
Yes, in some ways.
Mm-hmm. Can you share that suffering? You don't have to share it right now, but can you share that suffering?
I couldn't hear you, I'm sorry.
Can you share that suffering? I'm sorry. Can you share?
Can I share the suffering? I just, like the card said, I want to let it be easy. I want to feel inspired. I want to help people. I know that I'm here to change people's lives, and I really think this is the vehicle that I'm supposed to use.
When you and girl, we're getting so close to it. So just stick with just a little bit for it still, because it almost feels like we're just getting to that core. When I asked about what is something, and you may not want to say it right now, right here, but it almost feels like there's something you have not, that you've hoped for, that you haven't shared before. With almost anybody. And so I'm not sure if this is the time to share that on you. It almost feels like you're hoping for something, you're dreaming of something really deep inside that hasn't been shared yet. So the question for you is what do you hope to be true? What is so deep inside of you that if that would happen, your whole world would change? Everything you want would change. Do you know what that means? And if you don't want to say it, that's cool too.
I just have always known that I'm supposed to have some kind of impact. And I know that I have had a lot of impact in my life on people. But I feel like there's just more that I'm supposed to do. And I always feel like Moses, like, who am I to go do this? I'm not even a veteran. Why is this the message?
Hold on to it. Grab onto the impact right now. Grab onto the impact that you are meant to have. And I don't care how you see it, how you feel it. It almost feels like it wants to flutter out of your hands, but it's actually yours to grab. So actually just open up your hand. It's not yours to grab, it's yours to be given. So you can just open up your hand, and the impact that you have can simply land on it. And then you can watch it, you can smell it, it smells pretty good. It smells pretty delicious. You can just have it in front of you, and it's just, you can start looking at it. It feels like you've been looking everywhere, but you haven't looked at what's been given, or what's being given you right now. I don't think it's here, but it's yours to know and to have an impact and to follow. Just open up your hand. Don't feel like you have to reach for it or grab it. It's just here. It's a gift. Can you receive it deeply?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you one more time. Actually, two more times. Can you receive it completely right now?
Yes, I don't have to question it. I just have to honor it.
Yes. Yes. And can you receive the divinity of it? Because there's a divinity piece in it. Can you receive that piece of it?
Yes, because of all the other times that had to be Moses and go do stuff that I was like not feeling equipped to do.
Now bring it in front of your heart. Just receive it in front of your heart, like you've received it. You can just hold it there or put it in your heart. But now just let's hold it for a second here. Now, this is the biggest thing. Can you receive it as it is without judgment, without putting your own boundaries or barriers around it? Can you just receive it? Can you do that?
Yes, yes, I can.
The boundaries and barriers have partly to do with your definition of what's allowed and what's not allowed in terms of impact, money, families, generational beliefs. I mean, all of it. Sorry, crap. The word came up. And you can just drop that to the side. It's not yours. It's not yours to put around anymore. The gift is yours. The gift is beautiful. The gift is gorgeous. So you can just live it the way it comes. And girl, the one thing I'm getting there is, can you see the beauty of it? For me, it's pretty gorgeous. Expanding. as you're listening to this, I'm glad we record. As you actually are, you don't even have to record. As you keep on going in life, you see the beauty of that gift without the judgment, without the stuff, without the everything the crap around it, but just accept the gift of the beauty and the joy. You will find your purpose, and you know, whatever pieces come as part of that puzzle to make that purpose happen, that is yours to embrace right now, right here. And so if that is Amari, then it's Amari for a little bit. If it's something else that's coming in, if it's the coaching, if it's anything else that's coming in for a little bit, accept the pieces as they come together and bring you to the ultimate purpose for you. Because that's the feeling I have for you. And it's probably true for anybody who's listening, but for you especially, Judy, right now. The pieces are there. Just accept them how they are and how they come into your path. Don't judge them, don't stop. Just keep on going and accept the pieces, because once you do, everything will start flowing exactly where it needs to go. Exactly. I don't think there's any other barrier. You've done so much work. You've done so much beautiful work. The gift is there. It's simply there. You just have to step forward and it's there for you. It's like you're already in it. You don't have to judge it. You don't have to do anything to get it. It's there. You just have to step forward. And it will come together. Take a deep breath around it. Do you feel that? Is it just me, Judy? It's like, okay, we can open our eyes. Guys, this is really amazing. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I see it so there for you. Honestly, I see it so there that it's just there. It's just, you don't need to call it back to you anymore. It's just there. You've done so much beautiful work in your life. This is time to reap the fruits of everything that you've done. Yeah. I'm just feeling like, oh my goodness, it really is. It really is. I don't know. I really, truly feel, Judy. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I'm getting chills all over the place. This is your time. So accept how it comes. Okay?
It's a great message. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, guys. These are powerful. Oh my goodness, you guys are amazing, because you guys are all part of that too. So, anybody has any other 30-second thing? Because I know we need to go soon, but any other?
Thank you all for holding that space. Really, thank you.
Thank you, Judy, for sharing. We all heal and all benefit from you being vulnerable and sharing how you feel. Thank you.
You're awesome, Judy. You got this.
Love you, Judy.
Thank you.
That's great. That's so good. Good stuff. I was getting from it too. So it's really good all the way around. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you, Judy. This is Lexi.
Thank you,
so
Lexi.
much for sharing.